Good afternoon. Welcome to the first ever edition of the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Preview 2025 Preview Show, hosted by yours truly, Dave. And we have a studio guest, a mystery guest, but he's well known in this fantasy football circles, and he's going to give us what his impressions are of the post draft teams, which teams he thinks will go to the playoffs, and which ones will be home for the holidays, starting their early Christmas shopping. All right, welcome to the show. Who is the mystery guest and what is your name?
Hello, Dave, and welcome to another wonderful season of Trash Mouth Fantasy Football.
Year 34.
Excuse me?
Year 34.
Year 34, that's right. Correct. Year 34, congratulations on the founding fathers. Done a great job keeping it original and adding little tidbits that make the league go improve every year. So I look forward to another great season. Obviously, you know who this is. The three-time champ, three championships in 10 seasons. Had a little bit of a letdown year, but we're looking to bounce back. But before we get started, congratulations to the, I would say, a fake rookie who won a championship last year, Mr. Drive for Five. Let's give him a little great job. Drive for Fire, congratulations, 2024 Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Champion. Good luck, champ. By the looks of your team, you will need it this year, so we will get started here. We're going to start the three teams. Obviously, we are in two divisions, the East and the West. I have three teams that can start their holiday shopping probably Monday afternoon when Labor Day sales get on. But,
What? It's only September. The season hasn't even started yet.
Well, I crunched the numbers in the main bat computer.
Boop, beep,
And,
boop, 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 beep,
boop. Dick Grayson has given me the sheet here, and the printout has come out. And we'll start with the three teams that I believe, that the computer believes have no shot at winning a championship unless they make great improvements and use their weekly move. Right, Dave? Because if you don't use your move, you lose it. Just use it.
That's true. Just like vacation days, you don't use it, you lose it. They don't carry over in some businesses.
They do not carry over. That is 100%. So we're going to start it off, and we're going to start off with some bad news for the defending champ.
Good.
According to these numbers, Drive for Five, Mr. Brian, your strengths are your running back room. Very good running back room. I will give you credit on that. You and three others have an outstanding running back room. That won't take you too far because, like you say, this is a quarterback-driven fantasy league, and apparently your weakness is your quarterback. I don't know if you had a few the night before, but your Bo Nix in the first round was outrageous with a three-time Super Bowl champ on board, but your weakness is your quarterback room. Your intangible, by the way, is said number 7 pick in the draft, Bo Nix. Bo Nix your season will ride or die with your number 1 pick, Mr. Nix. So Drive for Five. Before Labor Day even gets here, you have been eliminated. Just a prediction. And you know that this is just for fun. Let's not go to FanDuel and make these picks. But just for fun, Drive for Five has been eliminated.
Wow. No, so we won't have a repeat champion.
We will not have a repeat champion. You can write this down on August 29th. I believe it's August 29th, Dave, is it?
Yes, it is.
August 29th, Drive for Five. Write it down. The prognosticator of Pigskin is saying your season is over before Labor Day even gets here. The second team eliminated. Okay, there it is. We now to the West Division. very, very loaded division, which I will tell you on later on my predictions, but the West is absolutely loaded. But there is bad news for one particular team out there. I'm pretty sure he knows who he is. His strengths. Well, let's get to his name. I really don't like to mention his name. My number one, he's not a rival because rivalry would have to be like the other team fights back a little bit. So I'll say my perfect foil, Matt's G-Men. On August 29th, 2025, you can start shopping right now, sir. Your season is a very bleak outlook. Your strengths, well, once again, your running back room, Mr. Derrick Henry, and Mr. Kyron Williams, who I'm very high on. But Mr. Derrick Henry, one of these years, it's going to happen. He's going to be, hey, remember when Derrick Henry was good? Hopefully it's not this year for you, but that is your strength, Matt. Your strength is your running back room with Mr. Henry and Kyron Williams. Your weakness, and it's a blaring weakness, is your lack of a number one receiver on your squad. Mike Evans, Dave, what is he, about 57 years old, Mike Evans?
Around there. I think he's like 32. He does have the 5th most wide receiver touchdowns.
Yeah, but like Henry, we feel like, well, I will give him that. He does have Mike Evans. He's a proven commodity, but that's his number one receiver. His other receiver is probably getting arrested right outside of Pro Player Stadium right now, or whatever they call it, maybe the Hard Rock. Tyreek Hill. The legs look like they're giving out. And
So
with concussion,
when's the over-under when Jalen Reed on the Packers gets dropped? What week does Matt drop him?
Jalen Reed, I was just getting to that. I was just looking at him, but Tyreek Hill's his knees are being held and ankles are really in bad shape. It's only a matter of time. So his number 3 receiver is the 3rd receiver in Green Bay.
Oh.
And he hasn't been practicing. Jaden Reed is his number 3 receiver. Not good. Hold on. Let me see if
his 4th receiver is Jamison Williams on Detroit.
Jamison Williams, a number 2 receiver as well. Hold on, Dave. I'm looking for a charger. Hold on one second, my friend.
That's okay. So we have Brian eliminated, defending champ. Doesn't like his draft. G-Men. I don't know about G-Men.
I don't like I said, we eliminated Brian. We eliminated G-Men with his lack of wide receiver room. And let's see. Okay, my co-host of this said program, I have very bad news for you, my friends.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Dave. I know you got a special place in my heart, but it looks the season looks pretty bleak for you here. Let me get to my notes. We moved back to the East, and the 6-time champion Gridiron Grudge Match has been eliminated.
Oh, come on. Yes. This team looks pretty good.
His strengths are his quarterback room. His weakness, and it's a very glaring weakness, he has no true number 1 running back.
What are you talking about? Chase Brown is the number 1 running back in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Number one running back on a passing team that has no defense. Yeah, that's not a good combination, my friend.
No, you're right.
Intangible. Your intangible will be Mr. T. Higgins. If he can hook up with Joe Burrow, might save your season, but once again, he is a number 2 receiver, my friend. So hopefully it works out for you, but that you are very dependent on a hookup with T. Higgins and Joe Burrow. So those 3 teams, we have Drive for 5, the Gridiron Grudge Match, and Matt's G-Men have been eliminated. We have one middle-of-the-pack team that can squeeze their way into the playoffs according to my prognostications and the supercomputer here. And that is the, I believe, 5-time champion six shooters. Is he 5-time champ?
Yes, he is.
He is a 5-time champ. Sal's six shooters will be battling for a playoff spot. His strengths are a dominant, an absolute dominant running back room. Sal's weaknesses: he only has one number one receiver on said current roster. Sal's receiver room is very, very shaky. One number one receiver. I believe he will be on the waiver wire very early on this season. The six shooters intangibles, his most important player on his team that he must depend on is Mr. Kyler Murray. That is my prediction. If Kyler Murray can somehow manage a good season, maybe 25, I'm looking for between 25 and 30 touchdowns, he could keep Sal in it. But he will be battling for a playoff spot because the strength of his running back room. So, now we move to the computer's playoff picks.
Okay.
And we have 4 picks. And with a dominating division, according to the computer, the West will send 3 teams to the playoffs this year.
Oh.
How about that?
How the West was
How
won.
about that for an outlandish prediction?
How the West was won.
How the West was won is right. A dominant draft by the West. We start off with, I believe, a 3-time champion, Bengali Bombers.
That is true.
Yes. Bengali Bombers has been picked for having a playoff spot. Congratulations, Deval. You will be playing late into the season. Your strengths are your wide receiver room. Very, very good wide receiver room, if I have to say so. Your weakness is your horrendous tight end room. So I believe you will be on waiver wire looking for a tight end.
Yes.
You can call me up anytime you want. I have a pretty good backup tight end. If you have any issues, let me know. Your intangible, your second quarterback, Mr. Caleb Williams. If Caleb Williams can live up to the hype and enjoy the new coaching regime in Chicago, I believe you're going to have a pretty good playoff season.
Interesting.
Ben Johnson and the Bears' new coaching staff, if he can get Mr. Caleb Williams on board, and he has a good track record of doing so, Ben Johnson. He actually made Jared Goff look like a decent quarterback. And now we move to the second playoff team out of the West, Mr. Chet's Psychos. Yes? Is he a 3-time champ as well?
Yes, he is.
He is a 3-time champ. All right, so 3-time champion Psychos will enter the playoffs with the most stacked, loaded wide receiver room in the entire league. Check out Chet's wide receiver room. Sick. Absolutely sickening. A dominant quarterback, but not enough. His second and third quarterbacks are iffy at best. You are very dependent on Patrick Mahomes. And your intangible is the odds-on favorite to win Rookie of the Year in Las Vegas, Mr. Ashton Jeanty. So good luck to you, Chet. But I believe you will power through and make the playoffs due to your wide receivers. Now we move to the third team in the West who will make the playoffs, and he needs no explanation. A 3-time champion, the King Reaper. His strengths, wide receiver room. His weakness, and I will admit it, because I'm very impartial and I play both sides here. His weakness is his running back room. The injuries to Devin A-Chain and the injury history of Kenneth Walker are question marks, so that is his weakness. His intangibles are the other rookie sensation in the desert, Mr. Brock Bowers. I know he shocked a lot of people with the first tight end taken in early in the third round, but you know how my formula works, Dave. You caught on to it. These other guys haven't. it's working for me. So those are the playoff teams for the 2025 Trash Mouth Fantasy Football team. If you need it again, three playoff teams coming out of the West: Bengali Bombers, Chet Psychos, the King Reaper. And in the East, we're going to have one playoff team. And listen to who it is. The man who was not present at his draft room, but I saw his team. Low-key, this is going to be a dominant season for Mr. Flip and Whoop-Ass Inc. You guys will be chasing him all year. His strengths are his dominant quarterback room, and he is the only GM with two strengths in their room. So that would be quarterback and wide receiver. Whoop-Ass Inc., congratulations, great job. I have you as having the best record. You're projected to have the best record this season. Flip, quarterback room and wide receiver room is insane. Your weakness is your running back room. And your intangible is the second season of the much heralded Marvin Harrison Jr. If he can have a season that he is overdue for, and Kyler Murray can find him the ball, you will have an easy walk and stomp into the playoffs. Congratulations, Whoop-Ass. And that is my predictions for the year. Once again, the East, Whoop-Ass Inc., the only representative out of the East. And then the West will have three playoff teams: Bengali Bombers, Chet Psychos, and Mr. King Reaper. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Congratulations.
Wow, these are some really good predictions here. I'm sure we're going to get a few GMs who are going to disagree or agree on some of them.
Very impartial. The computer ran through the numbers. I have nothing to do with it, but that's what the computer spit out.
All right.
Those are your four playoff teams. If you have any questions, Dave, feel free to ask. I am here for it.
Okay, this is good for the first show ever, the preview. Hopefully, we'll get a Trash Mouth Fantasy Football podcast show. We're looking for a studio location as we speak, so to be determined.
We are working on a few things, and hopefully they come in, and we will make this a continuing factor. Yeah, absolutely. The fans demand it. It's season 34. It's about time we get a nice preview, the season preview. I hope you enjoyed it. Wednesday night we will have our we have a sponsor, Juicy Fruit Matchup of the Week. That will be next Wednesday, September 3rd. Stay tuned. And thank you for my co-host, Dave. You've done a great job. If you have any questions, I am here for it. But that is your prediction. That is my predictions. I mean, the computer's predictions for the 2025 Trash Mouth Fantasy Football League season.
All right. Thank you very much for that. And we'll see you next week on the show. And thank you all for listening in. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
See you next week, guys.